roadwork projects, park projects, and we already know that what happens is that there's usually more staffers than members of the public, and we advertise it on TV and in the newspaper, on social media, and newsletters, and people got other things to do, and that's okay. But when we came up with this idea of possibly naming this park the Lisa Rosenstein Park, holy smokes, did you all show up? That was amazing, right? And I think it's a testament to that very, very influential, powerful woman. And everything that I hear about her from you is that she was a force of nature, wasn't she? And think about the things about which she was passionate. She was passionate about exercise and being outside. She was passionate about animals, right? And she was passionate about bringing people together. And to her, the word community wasn't a noun. To Lisa Starr Rosenstein, community was a verb, and she did it actively, right? And I think that that's when we say superheroes, the ones that don't wear the capes, the ones that are really doing amazing things, are the ones that believe that the swarm, the group, is perfect. One individual person, we're really imperfect. And take it from Pat Wallace, my chief of staff, I'm particularly imperfect, right? But like Lisa, I believe that as a group, we get as perfect as we possibly can. And today we're celebrating a place where the group can come together and do the things that Lisa loved, and even more. In the future, this will be a place for grandkids to bring their grandparents or vice versa, right? This will be a place where families who are going through difficult moments at the UT, multi-practice specialty hospital, and the children's hospital, they'll be able to come here and contemplate and seek, some calm and find some peace. It'll be a place of gathering for picnics. It'll be a place for our seniors just down the street at the Bob Ross Senior Center to be able to come and get some much needed exercise. And it'll be a place where all of you will be able to come and remember Lisa. I have a feeling, having only met her twice, but having spoken to her dad, her mom, her brothers, Alan and her daughters, that she's looking down at us right now and saying, yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good, right? And that she'd be proud that all of you have come together to remember her and to celebrate her. Now, this is not just the Lisa Starr Rosenstein Park. What makes this even more special, and trust me, what I'm about to say is really, really special, is that we're dedicating yet another important feature of this park to Bill Henrich. Dr. Bill Henrich was a friend, and the one thing that superhero without a cape did was that he would connect people. He was masterful at the art of bringing people together, of bridging people, of having difficult conversations about important things and getting people to agree, and then bringing the swarm of people together, big thinkers and doers, to accomplish amazing things. It was impossible to say no to him, wasn't it? Y'all, we lost him way too soon. But the thing that Bill loved and the thing that Lisa loved was running outside. And I was just talking to his wife, Mrs. Henrich, thank you so much for being here. And she was telling me that the one thing that you could not keep him from was a running trail. And I think we're going to deliver on making him proud too. And he's looking down on us and he's saying, yeah, pretty good, right? I'm actually impressed. Now, what's really impressive about this, because this is just a day of impressive things layered on top of impressive things. What's impressive about this is the Medical Center Alliance and the Medical Center Foundation came together, and they're the ones that approached us and said, hey, Manny, we got land. We think that this is appropriate for a community park, first of its kind in the medical center. We want to give it to you. And we're hoping the city will partner with us, and to the tune of around $16 million in the vote of San Antonio, because it was a bond project, this was born. And on day number 1, I told Jim Reed, your predecessor, Richard, we're naming this Lisa Starr Rosenstein Park. And he says, why? And I said, because this is really important. Because Lisa was lost to us way too early when she was running on a road. And there's not enough room in San Antonio for runners and cyclists and walkers. And we could be safer. So the goal is eventually to make San Antonio, and there's Will Long over there, one of the leaders of cycling in San Antonio. The goal is to make San Antonio the safest city in America for runners, for walkers and cyclists. And we're going to prove that here at this park. And we're going to prove it in the name of Lisa. We're going to prove it in the name of Bill. Now, I will tell you that we met with the family recently. And we're in discussions about a major piece of public art to celebrate everything that was important to the namesake of this park. And there's going to be a time when I'm going to come to each and every one of you and say, I need your money. Because it's going to be a work of love from the community. And what we've got planned for you is spectacular. And it'll be just one more reason to come out here to enjoy her memory and enjoy each other, okay? So with that, I want to tell you that there's a man here who's a mentor of mine. He calls me every once in a while and says, you know that thing you said yesterday? That was pretty dumb. Let's say it a little better. And that man is David Starr. When I do good, he calls me and he says, you do good, but you can do a little better. And that man is David Starr. And so, will you please help me welcome my mentor and my friend, David, to the podium.
Thanks, Manny. Appreciate it. You know, my kids came over to me and said to me, somebody's got to speak, and you're the one who's going to speak. I really didn't have a choice at this. It's not something that I always volunteer for, and it's never anything that I plan a speech about. I've given lectures and spoken all across the country on different types of projects, and every time that I get up there, I never know what I'm going to say until I say it. And I think in this case, I think the most important thing we should talk about is life. Life and the extension of life. Because we always say the circle of life. Life is a circle. It starts and it completes. And in this case, we have an incomplete circle. We had a circle of Lisa. You have to excuse me if I crack up once or twice. That started at a circle and was never complete. It's a square with only 3 sides. And in life, that's incomplete. And we try, it's the unnatural act of living that unfortunately some of us have to face as a reality, not by choice. And in this case, the completion of that circle and the completion of that square was helped by people like Councilman Manny Pelaez and the community and the friends that were friends of Lisa, the family, and just friends of life. Because the one thing that we have to cherish is life. And in cherishing life, we have to remember that we can't do it without friends. There was a song that was written, I always quote it, and sung by Barbara Streisand. People are the luckiest people in the world because they have people. And in this case, I have to thank everybody in the community, all my friends, family, the city, and everybody who's been part of this, for everybody who wants to have a living memory to help complete their circle and their square. So I thank everybody for being here, and I appreciate all the time, and then honestly, I just thought of all this just now. So, again, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Thank you.
Will you please help me welcome Mary Henrich to the podium?
Thank you, Manny. I just want to say that nothing would please Bill more than the connection of two running trails. He started running when he was in medical school in Houston in 1968, and he ran around Rice in his shoes that he played tennis in, and they hurt. So he had never been a runner before. He'd always been a tennis player. And he ran with another student in medical school who had been a runner in college, and he got beaten, and he hated being beaten. So one of his friends in Oregon sent him a new pair of shoes, and they were the very first pair of Nikes. They were red running shoes with the white swoosh. He wore them, and he wore them in the rain in Houston, and they lasted exactly 2 weeks. He loved running, and he loved being outdoors, and it helped him solve all of the problems that he faced as president of the Health Science Center, because it was time when he didn't think about anything else but being outside and running. So thank you to everyone who has taken part of this, and I know Bill really appreciates this bridge. So thank you.
Thank you. Now let's talk about the details and the bricks, the sticks, the asphalt, the cement, and the features of this park. Rodney, come on up and share that with us.
Thank you, Councilman. Good morning. My name is Rodney Juke. I'm a capital programs manager with the City of San Antonio Public Works Department. I get the pleasure to tell you kind of what's going to be here and what's going to be behind us, and on the 1 acre right off of Floyd Curl. And together, 17 acres of new park. But I think, first and foremost, I think there's one person present today that's just a little too, I'm not quite sure what the word I'm looking for, but this man right here was the one that had the vision when the medical community came and said, we got some land and we want to build a park. And I will tell you, I've been with Parks and Rec for 26 years. It was almost immediately that project made it to those lists for the potential bonds. And that vision really did start with you. So I want to give you a lot of credit for that. So again, can't thank enough the Medical Center Alliance, the folks for donating the land and the money and the design to help us get where we are today. But again, that vision also started with this man next to me, so thank you. Again, been with the city a long time, been building parks for my entire career. This one is special. This one is special for a lot of reasons. The naming obviously is huge, but it's special because what we don't realize is in these urban areas how quickly green space goes away. And I can tell you, 25 years ago, I was standing in Stone Oak Park, and people were telling me, we don't want a park. We don't want this park right here. And at that point, it was all green. And I was like, trust me, you're going to want this park. And today, it's the only green space left in that area, and they love that park. This is very similar. This is going to be a dream come true as things develop around here. It is going to be the one place that people can go, have their respite, have their safe jogging and activities. And what we want to do is we want to provide, and you can look at the plans a little bit closer, we want to provide kind of two different areas. One that's a little more quiet, a little more passive, and then one's a little more active up along Floyd Curl. Again, it's just about creating something for everyone. I think I read there's well over 30,000 employees in the medical center, and there's housing being built here daily in the area. The need for this park is just, it's important today, but it's going to go through the roof in the near future. So again, thank you for that vision. Again, where are we headed? So we're bidding this project right now. So again, we've designed it, it's out to bid. It will be presented to City Council in the fall for a construction contract, and hopefully construction will start late this year. What we hope to do is focus on the 1 acre up along Floyd Curl and get that done a little bit quicker, and then the trails and the connection to the Hebner Creek and connection to the Greenways might take a little bit longer. But again, we're going to work with a contractor to try to sequence that and turn over areas as we can, so that way you can enjoy them as quickly as possible. So I just kind of give you a little bit of what we have planned behind the scenes. So with that, a lot of people, I don't want to steal Homer's thunder, but a lot of people other than the councilman to thank, TBG Partners, design team, thank you very much. From the city of San Antonio and Homer staff, we got Eric Reyna, we got Brandon Ross, and Sean Duncan from my team. There are a lot of people that have worked on this project behind the scenes, and I will promise you that they're taking to heart the importance of it and what it's going to mean to this community in the future. So thank you very much, and I really do appreciate you, and I definitely appreciate this gentleman right here. So thank you.
Fantastic, Rodney. And you did steal my thunder, but that's okay. We're good. And it's actually just to say thank you to the project team. We have several team members here today, both Parks and Public Works. Arts and Culture obviously is going to be in the mix as well. So there's so many people to thank, but really most of all, thanks to the community that came out to support, to prioritize this in the city's largest bond ever in 2022. And behind me, we're going to shovel some dirt here momentarily, but I just want to thank everybody and know while, yes, we're just getting ready to bid this out and then start construction. Today also, on some level, and for all of our team members, the hard work doesn't stop here. It serves us as a call to action to make sure that we deliver this park, and once it's open, and the trail, that we maintain it to the best of our ability. So that is something that we will carry as a priority. It's not lost on us. But I want to thank everybody for being here. And ready to shovel some dirt, Councilman?
Ready to shovel dirt.
Okay.
I will tell you what the irony is, that David and your family, you guys are used to doing ribbon, these groundbreakings, and usually they're on properties that belong to you. And so I think what's ironic is that this is the first time maybe that David actually shovels dirt on a property that's not his. And so, hey, can we get David and the family members up here behind the shovels, and we'll do some pictures, and then we'll move the podium. But folks, I'm not going to be a council member for this district in about 2-3 months. And this park may be overseen by another city council person. And Ivelisse Mesa Gonzalez is over there. And Ivelisse, if you get elected, there's big expectation to make sure that this park is exactly what I just promised these people to be, right? The best damn park in the entire city. And then please, before you leave, talk to Richard Perez, CEO of the Medical Center Foundation. Ask him about the plans for the rest of the medical center. What he has in store and his board have in store for this will make us the envy of all of Texas sometime soon. And so, Richard, you're doing an excellent job. Please don't leave without thanking this man. He's the muscle and the brains behind this entire medical center, and you're doing yeoman's work out here. All right, let's go dig some dirt.